Well, guys, today we're going to be talking about Kai Cenat and his streamer university. We're going to be talking about the good and bad things about it, and we're going to go in detail on the good and bad things because there is good and bad things both about them, okay? It's not really an opinion, it's just facts that make it either very good or very bad. I mean, neither of them really overweigh each other. It really just depends on how Kai goes about things and what he does to prevent some of the bad stuff. And I have a feeling that if he does go out his way and prevents the bad stuff, that it could go good, but it really also depends on the people that he invites too. So we're going to go over the good stuff and then the bad stuff, okay? So if you want to skip towards the end to see the bad stuff, I guess you really could. But the number one good thing is it's very engaging and it's new, okay? No one's really done this before. There's been a couple houses, but no one's actually done like a university type of deal where there's going to be this many people and this many people trying to create content under the same roof or the same building. So that's the number one good thing about it. Anything could happen, good or bad. We also have to mention how smart Kai is. And it's not really how smart he is, but how he got here, okay? He's done a lot of stuff, and from him compounding everything he's done in his big projects, this is really smart for him to do. It's kind of like the Mr. Beastification of it, kind of like the big corporation of it, but this is brand new, never been done before, at least not to my knowledge. I haven't seen anyone else do something like this before. Now, this is the best ecosystem, best thing, and that is the small creators becoming large creators. There was a person that was streaming that's averaged 500 viewers, and now they average thousands. Like, I think the top was like 30,000, maybe even more. So Kai is turning small creators into big creators, but hopefully it doesn't end badly. And when I get into the bad stuff, you'll hear what I'm talking about. But this is a very good thing, turning small creators into big ones, okay? Now, it is kind of like overnight success because you got invited, you go to it, you get views because you get the collab with Kai Cenat. Who doesn't like collabing with Kai Cenat? You get a view, you get a sub, you get a boom, you get money, you get fame, bop-a-da-boopy, you get a car. Like, he chooses who can get famous or not. Now, this could be a bad thing for the person's overall success, but it could also be a good thing, just like with the Mr. Beast collab or shout out. But this also grows the community. This engages everyone in this community. It makes, the way that he did it, he made it sound like anyone could be accepted. He said he wasn't going to accept big creators, and he said, if you apply, you can be the next big thing. It's kind of like, we need you in the army. We need you. Like, it's like a very interesting thing. This is nowhere near a bad thing though. If you're a big person like Kai is and you want to like make small creators grow, that's very good. But you also want to do background check, and I really hope he did a background check. Like, it's a very bad thing to think about, but it's a very good possibility that he makes the wrong person famous. And there has been a lot of people that people have made famous that it's not so great, okay? But there's also a lot of good things. So I guess it's just how you look at it and which side you want to pick. Like, there's always a bad side to the deal, but you can't have good unless there's bad, is the saying that they go about. But the last good thing about it is this is growing Kai's business. This is growing his reputation. As long as everything goes smoothly and good, this will be a net positive for Kai. But if something does go bad, it will be a net negative, and that's not good. Now we're going to get into the juicy stuff, the bad stuff that could occur with this, and that's already occurred. Yes, there has been so many bad things I've already witnessed. That's why I waited a little bit to actually make a video about this, just because anything could have happened. And as of you seeing this video, hopefully nothing majorly has happened, like too bad. But the only issue with this university thing is everything's unscripted. There's no scripted things. There's no boundaries, okay? So there hasn't been any boundaries set, really, as of making this video. There's already been fights going on, and there's been a lot of pranks that have went way too far going on. That is the only issue with having so many people in one spot and saying, hey, we all gotta make content no matter the stakes. It's not going to go well sometimes, and this is the only thing that Kai should fear, is that anyone has free range. Like, there's no laws or anything to this as of right now. Now, there might be like some laws here and there, don't kill no one and stuff like that, but those are just basic laws. He has probably set some boundaries a little bit, but nothing to the degree of which, hey, you're just going to get kicked out if you do something that bad. Like, he has to set a limit or they're just going to get flat out kicked out. Because if they don't do that, then they will test their luck and see how far they can go with fights out of the pranks that are going way too far and no boundaries being set. Now, you would think with Kai being Kai, he would have already thought about this, but it's such a big project that he cannot be the only one that runs this. There has to be other people behind him telling him what to do, telling him, hey, this isn't such a great idea, but this is, so let's do this instead. Like, it's impossible to do that all by yourself. There's also really no structure from what I've seen, which could lead to chaos, more chaos than it already has. So he has to have a structure. He has to have like a law set, like a subject law, like 10 laws you got to obey or you're out of here, or something like that. Because if not, chaos will completely like boom. Now, the other objective thing that could happen in the future is burnout. Like, all these creators and stuff is kind of overwhelming, so there is a good chance that this will not probably last longer than a year, if I'm going to be honest with you, because after a year, there will be so much creators, so much content being produced, especially with AI coming out, that there might be some burnout, and this might not be as big as it is right now. Like, right now, it's huge. But it might slow down a little bit. Now, there's a chance that it doesn't, okay? There's a chance that it just creates a new culture, a new ecosystem. But I think that it might have a burnout, which would not be good for Kai. Now, the only real person taking the risk here is Kai and his business, which I really hope it goes well for him, but you have to look at the side of which it doesn't, and he has to prepare for things to happen that he doesn't want to happen, okay? That is just how it's going to work with having such a big thing that he's doing. Big project equals high risk equals your reputation is on the line. Like, let's just say, hopefully this never happens, but let's just say someone does something and it ends up killing someone else in there. You don't understand how bad that would be for Kai. That would be so bad for Kai that he would not be able to do anything remotely close to this at all. Now, I don't think he would be charged with the murder because he didn't exactly do it. He's just like, it's a whole ordeal, okay? It could be bad, but let's hope it doesn't go that bad. Let's hope that does not happen, but you never know it because of how much people is there. People are unpredictable, okay? And if you are doing that to so many people, you never know what could happen. It's just how life is. But anyways, guys, make sure to comment down below, like, what I've missed or what could be changed. Did I say anything wrong? Did I say anything that's just not true at all? But anyways, guys, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. But anyways, guys, peace out.